on Gio's channel. I'm the infamous Key. I am here live and in color. Get live on. Driving to go pick up my cat's mess. Anyway, well, everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in. When you come in, make sure you hit the like button, y'all. I know some of y'all don't watch, a lot of y'all don't watch my videos live. You watch them on the rewatch. So if you're watching it on the rewatch, thank you very much. Welcome. I appreciate it. Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever. While we talk about 90 Day Fiance, um, um, we're going to talk particularly about Kim and Usman. I did watch half of the episode last night for some reason. Yeah, y'all know I watch a bootleg. So, so I did watch. They had part of the episode, but not the full episode on there. So I'm just gonna talk about the shocker that Kim and Usman are getting married. Um, I was half asleep. Like it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to watch this, and I'm like, well, no, she not proposing to him. So anyway, let's go back. So the episode is where Kim and Usman, like Usman is supposed to be meeting this woman or lady that his mom is trying to hook him up with, right? Because the mom says she's not giving her blessings until he gets a young wife that he can have children with. So Kim is full of anxiety and fear, which is understandable because she's afraid that he's going to meet this younger, beautiful woman and fall in love with her. And he was trying to explain to her, he's like, okay, so I'm going to meet this lady one time and I'm going to automatically fall in love with her. He's like, okay, it's going to take more than that. And that I do believe Usman is sincere. I don't think he's going to meet some beautiful lady and be like, oh, I'm in love with her already. Like he going to meet her a few times and all suddenly he going to be like, you're my wife and we're married and we're going to be together. Kim is just afraid that he's going to fall in love with somebody else, have kids with that person, and then she gets tossed to the wayside. Or that he's going to love somebody more than he loves her, which is absolutely possible. Again, when you're dealing with relationships with anybody, this situation is a little weird because you're talking about multiple wives and polygamy and having children, but you cannot guarantee, even if you're not in that situation, that your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, side chick, jump off, or whoever, you cannot guarantee that that person is not going to meet somebody at work, through a friend, at a club, at a grocery store, doctor's office. You cannot guarantee that they're not going to work with somebody that they're not going to hit it off with. Now you have to trust that person that they won't cheat or they won't leave you or they won't do whatever. You have to have a level of trust. But in life, there's no guarantees when it comes to dealing with other people and dealing with relationships. There's just not. There's no guarantee that another person is not going to leave you for somebody else. You can't control another person. You can't control another person's heart, another person's emotions, another person's soul. And sometimes things have happened. There's plenty of people that have been in marriages, long-standing marriages, with kids and all that, control somebody else's emotions. So the idea that Kim is worried about this, I get it. But really, on the low key, on the cool, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Anybody can be cheated on. I don't care if you Beyonce. I don't care if you the most good lookingest man in the world. Your wife could cheat on you. It's just they can hit it off with somebody else, and that person can really stir their heartstrings. So it happens. But I understand Kim's fearful. So Usman's gonna meet this chick or whatever. So I didn't get to see that part that happened. Again, I'm gonna rewatch it tonight. But then Kim says she got to make a private phone call to Jamal, her son, and she has to talk to him. And again, they cut that part out again. I'm just watching clips, bootleg clips, sneak previews and stuff like that. So then it shows Kim. She had decorated a whole room with candles and flowers and balloons and streamers and confetti. I don't know. It looked like Party City Expo. It looked like a prom. Like I was like, is they going to prom? I didn't know. I was like, so they going to prom. What happened? So all this stuff was decorated, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe they celebrating their anniversary we didn't know about. I did not occur to me that Kim decorated the hotel room in order to propose to this man. I was like, surely she's not. I'm like, nah, she not. Oh, she not. Oh, she is. Oh, okay, she really is. Kim had the lights down low, turned off the lights. She had all that. And Usman showed up and he's like, babe, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? And she was like, I love you. And you can see the look on his face was kind of like shock, embarrassment, horror, a little bit of horror, but a lot of like, what is happening? Or like, oh my God, you can see the wheels turning. Damn situation. But Kim was like, she proposed and she bought 2 rings just in case one didn't fit. Who? So yeah, she like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life and I want to marry you. The mom ain't even gave the blessing. How you gonna marry him and the mom ain't even gave the damn blessing? He still needs a first or a second or whatever, another wife. So I guess Kim is gonna go along with that, even though she's not really happy with him. I don't know if the producers pushed her towards this, because you know how these shows do. Um, They push people towards marriage, towards getting engagement. They put ideas in their head. They sometimes even outright tell them. But Usman seemed genuinely surprised. So I I was in shock. Like, I was speechless. Me who like to talk. I was like, my jaw dropped, y'all. I did. Even now, I just, I'm trying to form my words carefully and not be disrespectful and not be mean. I don't have an issue with Kim. I know some people in these YouTube streets do. They don't like Kim for various reasons, various shit that she's done. And I agree, Kimberly did some foul shit. But the reason why she's done some really foul shit is because she's doing keep Usman. So yes, Kim has made missteps. She's done things that I'm just like, okay, Kim. Okay, Kim. Kim is stubborn. Kim like everything her way, but so does Usman. He's done a lot of foul shit. But the idea that, first of all, a woman proposing anyway, I don't agree with at all. I don't agree with a woman asking a man out on a date. Do y'all hear me? Let me say it again for the people in the back. The people in the back, y'all hear me? Your people. Okay, let me say it again for the people in the back of the car. There's nobody back there, but they back there in spirit. I personally do not believe in asking a man out on. I am for sure a feminist. I am for sure all about women's lib and women's liberties and empowerment. I am all for women doing whatever they want to do. I am all for women being sexually liberated, mentally liberated, socially liberated, employment liberated. I am all for that. But me personally, if you want to go ask a man to marry you, that's on you. If you want to go ask a man out on a date, you want to make a first move, that's on you. It has nothing with doing a woman or a man. Me, I'm introverted. I'm shy. I'm a low key kind of person. So that's just not me and not my style. I'm not trying to dog it. I'm just saying that for me, and for the way I move in life, I don't ask men out on dates. I don't take rejection very well. So that ain't gonna happen. I sure enough would never ask a man to marry me. I mean, like I said, I may not be traditional in a lot of things, but you believe it or not, your girl Kiki is a bit old-fashioned when it comes to dating. I I am I am a lot old-fashioned when it comes to dating. Now, when it comes to relationships, it's a whole different. And things that go in a relationship, that's different. But when it comes to courting and dating, I like it old school. I like a man to court me. And courting doesn't mean chase me. It doesn't mean kiss my butt. It doesn't mean that you got to pretend to be something that you're not. It doesn't mean you have to buy me gifts. It doesn't mean you have to take me out all the time. You have to spend money. It doesn't mean anything monetary. It doesn't mean anything where a man has to degrade himself or debase himself or lower himself. I am not a controlling person in a relationship. I'm not a dominant person. I like a man to be a man. I like the man to take the lead in a relationship. And then I will follow suit. Now, if it's something I don't agree with, I'll voice my opinion. I'm not here to follow lockstep and orders to nobody. It's an equal give and take relationship. It's a relationship of respect. But when it comes to courting, when you're in a relationship, you become comfortable. But when you first meeting somebody, and I'm not saying that her and Usman they're beyond courting. They ain't bust out the yammy too many times to be courting. But I'm just saying that me, when I'm starting off in a relationship, I like a man to be like, hey, you want to go out? That's all you got to say. And I can plan where we're going if he needs me to do that and all of that. But that first date, I want a man to plan it out. I want a man to be like, well, I'm going to take you out. We're going to do this. We're going to meet here. I like that. Because this shows that, okay, you're interested. And if I say, yeah, of course, great, that means that I'm interested. And whether who pays or not, I don't care about that. I can pay. I can pay mine. He can pay his. We'll go Dutch. It's not about that. It's about intent to me. It's about intention. So to me, when it comes to marriage and you want to be married and they're going through all these problems, why would you want to turn around and get engaged when stuff is not even settled regarding the second wife, regarding you don't have the family's blessing? You called and told your son, but you have, I don't know if she told her mom or her friends or nothing like that. If I'm going to get married, I want my family to be there. I want, ideally, but I know sometimes people get engaged at restaurants. People get engaged. You don't have to have an engagement party. I don't say you have to take it that far. But if somebody's planning to marry me, I want it to be special. I don't want them to just put some Party City balloons together and be in a hotel and be like, hey, get married. That's the other thing. I don't like that. But if a man's gonna propose, but if anybody's gonna propose, it's gonna be the man. I don't think a woman should be proposing marriage to men, and especially in this situation. Now Usman said yes, and he took the ring or whatever. I mean, but that's just doing too much. Nothing has been settled with the family. Just a episode or two ago, he was telling you that you was ugly and he can get other women. So Kim, what you doing? So we just gonna ignore that he was like, I can get any woman I want, beautiful, gorgeous women, blah 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 blah. He just said that shit like a couple of days ago, maybe their time. They was just about to break up, and she over here crying and all that. So now I feel like Kim feels like she gotta shoot her shot now. Like I gotta put the yammy on lock. Like she gotta put the yammy on lock. So I don't know whether this man got her sprung or the producers put her up to it. But yes, Kim and Usman, Kimberly proposed marriage to Usman. And he said yes. And to me, this is all ridiculous and silly. And people are like, well, can't Kim find somebody else and yada, yada, yada. I tell people straight up, I don't think Kim wants a regular man. I think she can find her a regular man in America. I think she don't have to get with Soulja Boy. She want an African man, she get an African man. I don't think Kim wants a regular man. I think Kim likes the fact that Soulja Boy is famous. She likes being on TV. Even though she's taking heat, he's taking heat. I think she likes the thrill and the excitement of being with somebody supposedly good looking. Even though every time I see Usman, it's like, I'm like, damn, Usman, how many teeth you gonna leave? I think when the show started, when he was with Baby Goat Lisa, I think he had all his teeth. Then he missing 1 tooth, 2 teeth, 3 teeth. Next time we look up, he just gonna be sitting there like this. Shoulder boy. He gonna be gumming it, looking like a 90-year-old. I'm like, dang, I need you to use some of that 90-day money to get some 90-day dental repair. I mean, damn. And like I said, I just think that Usman's not even famous. I mean, maybe, I don't even know if he's even well known in where he's at, in Kenya and Soto. Who knows? Maybe he's well known in his village because he's on TV again. Who knows? But not enough to be going through all of this when she could probably find a man here or another man in Africa. But like I said, Kim don't want a regular man. She wants somebody with notoriety. She married that 18-year-old dude that was in a high-profile prison case. Um, and him and his brother shot a police officer. I forgot which one, but Kim wanted to get to know him, got to know him in prison, and then married the guy, I guess. I'm just like, girl, what you doing? So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she liked the fact that the case was well known and it was some semblance of notoriety. Who knows? But all I know is that, like many people have said in comments, that instead of Kim working on herself and getting her life together and getting her and healing from her relationship trauma, um, it's like she's just wants so desperately to be loved and be liked and be taken care of, and we don't see all of their relationship again. These shows only show you what they want you to show. So I don't know what Usman does for Kim. I mean, I'm not talking about money wise. I'm not talking about sex. I'm just talking about emotional, like emotional love, care. Um, I don't know. We don't see everything. So I mean, I haven't really seen. I see Kim giving him gifts, Kim proposing marriage, Kim. I see that, but I don't really see what he has really done. And like I said, I don't know if that's just the show, if that's done by the editing, that's done by design. These narratives these shows like to spin. So I don't put too much credence in what we see or we don't see on these damn shows. But it's just like, the way he kind of talks to his family about Kim, like, oh, well, she really loves me, and I'm just like, okay, so do you even love her? Like, do you love her though? I mean, I don't hear a lot of that, and to me, like I tell people, when it comes to relationships, what's not done is more evident than what's done. So I'm gonna say that again. When it comes to relationships, whether it's a friendship, a love relationship, a marriage, no matter what it is, look at to see what's not done, what they're not doing, not what they're doing. Oh, well, he did this and he did this and he did that. Okay, girl, but he hasn't done this. He hasn't done this. He hasn't done that. He hasn't done this. He hasn't done this. He hasn't done. So he's done 3 or 4 things that are like, oh, that are serviceable and okay. But then there's 10, 20 more things that he could have done, but he did not, or she could have done, but she did not. So in a relationship, it's not what you do, what you say. Hi, April. Hey, April. I'm so happy to see you, April. What's up? So in a relationship, oh, I'm frozen. Oh shit, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Am I frozen? Am I still frozen? On my end, it's probably because I'm at this medical center. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, girl. Oh, not now. Okay, good, great. Yeah, because I just pulled up at this medical center. I'm here to get um, I'm here to get meds for my pet. Uh, I'm at an animal hospital. My poor kitty is sick. He takes like 4 different kinds of meds to keep him alive, and he's supposed to die like 6 months ago, but he's been hanging on for dear life. He's gonna make it. If he makes it through Christmas, I'm just happy. But they said that he's doing really well. He has kidney issue, liver issues. He takes all kinds of meds, so that's why I'm here to pick up his expensive ass meds. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah, my poor kitty. I mean, he's like 13, 14 years old. I've had him for a while. Oh, somebody's calling me. I don't know. My mom is calling me. Y'all had to click off on her. Ooh, mama, I'm sorry. All she has to do is get on YouTube. She find me and be like, girl. But anyway, like I was saying, Kimberly and Usman are Kim proposed to Usman. So I guess when they get married, we don't know. How they get married without the family's blessing, we don't know. Not sure. Is Usman still ain't shit? He's still not shit. He still ain't shit. Kim, she I can't with those two either. I cannot. I cannot with those two. I cannot. Like I don't understand what in any of these shows, whether it be Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, 90 Day Fiance, the rush to get married. Kim, they not even in America. He is not even here on a 90-day visa. Kim is literally in Africa. Okay, in Africa. So it's not like they on the time frame. It's not like, okay, if they don't get married in 90 days, he gonna get sent back. Soldier Boy ain't even been to America. She is over in Africa, like proposing marriage. No visa situation, none of that. I'm sure Usman wants to come to America. Don't get it twisted. Um, she's very desperate. I mean, and we've all been there. I've been there. I've been there. We've all been there. Men, male, female, men, women. We've all been there. We've all been. But we ain't been the super fan now. I ain't dated somebody famous where I was a super fan. Now that's a different thing. But we've all been in situations where we stayed with people um, that we should not have stayed with because we didn't want to be lonely. We didn't want to be alone. We didn't. Um, we didn't want to be left. Yeah, like we've all been in situations where we just wanted somebody to love us, and so you're staying with somebody that's not good for you. And so we've all been there, but you have to get yourself, but you don't marry, you have to get yourself out of that situation. You have to step back sometimes and look at that situation. But a lot of times, a lot of us have gotten in these situations when we were in 20s. I got in these situations when I was in my 20s. I didn't get in these situations. I'm not gonna get in this situation at 52. I'll be damned with my old ass that I'm up here in a relationship with somebody that they barely act like they even like me. They like, oh, she really loves me. I know you really love me. I know you do. Who says that? Who is in a relationship with somebody who's like, oh, I love you. Oh, baby, I know you do. Is this like Star Wars? Like, I love you. I know. Bitch, you know. I would have pushed Han Solo in that carbonite. I would have shut that thing down on his ass. I know. Bitch. Like, no. There's nothing worse than an old fool. Being a fool is bad. A young fool is expected. You in your 20s, you just starting out getting had them in the relationships, right? You don't really know what you're doing. You ain't really hip to the game. But Kim, you've been married. You've had relationships. You married some dude in prison. Like, you're grown enough to understand that, like, you know, yeah, that you 37, you don't have to beg nobody. She all on bended knee. She all on one knee like, Usman, will you marry me? I love you, right? Usman, I want to be with you. It's like she feel like if I don't marry this man right now, he gonna leave me for somebody else. He gonna want to go be with, so I need to lock this down real tight. Like, why? I would never propose to no man. Like, I'm like, you proposing to a man? Girl, no, I just don't believe in that. I don't believe that women should propose to men. I don't believe in that. I just don't. I don't. Because to me, that's a recipe for disaster. Because if you guys haven't thoroughly discussed marriage and where you're going to live and what you're going to do, I mean, they may have. We don't know. We don't know what goes on off camera. So they may have discussed all this. But for what we see on the show, it has been no discussion of them getting married and the practicality of them getting married. Where are they going to live? How are they going to live? Are they going to go back and forth? Is she going to go back and forth? The money, the finances of it all. Kim, I'm assuming Kim has some sort of job. Um, yeah, Kim not stupid. I don't think Kim cares whether he talking to other chicks on the internet. I think he probably is. And then you got to deal with fans and groupies. And how long is he gonna be in Africa and she gonna be in America? Is this gonna go on for years? Because it doesn't seem like Usman wants to move to America. He wants to come to America. He wants to, try to do the music thing in America. But I don't think he wants to live in America. I think Usman is very tied to his culture, his country, and the little bit of notoriety that he has there. A little bit. When I say little bit, I mean little bit notoriety. I think he likes his culture. He likes his people. I don't think Usman wants to just up and leave his family and his mom and his brothers and sisters behind to come go live in America. I think he wants to spend some time in America. But how is that going to work? And then he's trying to get a wife over there. And if he has kids over there, he's going to end up spending most of his time in Africa. I don't understand how a 2-year old can see the logic in this. But apparently Kim, when people say love is blind, people ain't lying. When motherfuckers say love is blind, they are not lying. Because love will make you do some strange shit. Love will make you lose all your critical thinking skills. Love will make you lose your whole damn mind. Like love will you lose all logic. You will lose all reason being so-called in love or infatuated. You know. I don't know if Kim. I'm sure Kim thinks that she loves Usman. I don't want to throw her under the bus and disparage her feelings because I don't know. Maybe she really does love. But it seems like have they even spent enough time together for her to really be in love with this person? Because to me, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. For me, in order for me to fall in love, for your girl Kiki to fall in love with somebody, it takes a lot of time for me to fall in love with somebody. I have to be around this person with they morning breath and they draws. I have to see how they take care of their house because I'm a clean freak. So I like a clean house. I like a man who's neat. I like a man who dresses well, who knows how to take care of himself. I have to be around your personality. I have to see when you're sick. I have to see when you're happy, when you're sad. I have to see when shit happens, are you going to be able to rise above it? You know? Like, because in my mind, I don't know. I guess somebody told me the other day because my husband died that the way I see relationships is different. It is. Because in my mind, I never know what's going to happen. Like if my husband would have got with a chick who wasn't responsible, who didn't know how to take care of shit, that can make or break not only your marriage, but your whole life. You getting with somebody who is not responsible, who's selfish, who's self-absorbed, who ain't shit person. Because I tell people, I guess I see it that life is not promised to nobody. Your health is not promised to nobody. My husband died at 28 years old. And I took care of him for the last 3 years of his life. He was in and out of the hospital. He had a heart pump. He had a tube coming out of his stomach. I had to be caretaker, nurse. I had to learn how to change bandages. I had to learn how to hit the emergency buttons on his LVAD, all of that. My husband was a young man, and that his health deteriorated so quickly. Yes, honey, yes. And so in my mind, I never know when, especially me having 2 kids and being a single mother now, and me taking care of my kids and my mother. My mother lives with me. I take care of my mom and my children. By myself, it's just me. My mom don't work. I do it all. So to me, in my mind, if I get with somebody, I can't play pity pat with nobody. I can't be like, oh, we dating and kiki. Like my mortality as I get older, I understand that if I have a partner, this person has to be like, I don't know what may happen to me tomorrow. Are they going to be able to take care of my kids and my mother? Do they have the temperament? Do they have the maturity? Do they have the compassion to be able to step in and take care of my kids and my mom? Are they going to be able to deal with my in-laws? Because my in-laws are always going to be in my kids' life. So they have to get along with my in-laws. I'm very close to my in-laws. Me and my sister-in-law, we like sisters. She's my sister from another mother. She's lived in a house with me and my late husband. My sister-in-law literally is my best friend and my sister. She's beyond my best friend. She is I tell her anything. She is my sister. She is there for me when I've been sick. I've been sick for 2 weeks. There's only a few people that have been there for me. And my sister-in-law, she been there. You know. Yeah, so you a CNA. April says she a CNA. She's seen too many deaths to care for her grandmother and now your mom. Yes. And to be with somebody when you're taking care of other people, whether it be children or whether it be a parent, you have to have a partner that is like, babe, what you need. My mom was in the hospital last week because of the flu. She has COPD. My mom is on a breathing machine and everything like that. My mom gets around, she does things, but my mom has to she's on an inhaler, she's on a albuterol, she has asthma and COPD, right? So if my mom gets sick with the flu, my mom will automatically go to the hospital because it hits her chest, it affects her breathing. She couldn't breathe. I had to call 911. That's traumatic for me. So here I am with 2 kids. I work from home. I'm trying to work. My kids are home because they're sick, right? So in my mindset, when shit like this happens to you, you really have time to think. And you're like, okay, my mom's in the hospital. What would my mom pass away right now? What, how would I think? How would I feel? Who would I lean on? Who would I tell? You know? Oh, your mom has COPD and CHF. My father passed away when I was 17. I'm sorry. I understand that COPD is, girl. I'm going through it. Like, and I understand that as my mother gets older, her condition is going, it's not going to get better. It's just going to deteriorate. So my mom hasn't been, she's been in the hospital this time, and then she was in the hospital a month ago. But she had made 2 years because during the pandemic, we didn't go anywhere because COVID, I'm afraid with COVID, like we're very like COVID paranoid in my household. Like we're all vaccinated because my son has asthma. My son got sick. He was out for the count for 4 days. I'm still recovering. My daughter, is fine. Yes, it's very scary right now. So when I go places, my kids, I don't care who looks at me, I still wear a mask because I can't afford to give my mother anything. My son got sick because he's in school. He felt bad enough. My sweet, kind 12-year-old son felt awful that he got sick and he was trying to do everything to avoid his grandmother. But, you're living in a house. I have an 8-year-old and I have a 12-year-old. So I have little kids. Little kids. Kids that need to be fed and need to be taken care of and need to be, I've had my son trying to help me with my grandmother, and he felt horrible that he got sick. He got sick from a classmate at school. And so he feels guilty that he got his grandmother sick and his grandmother was in the hospital. And you got to understand that this is my same son who lost his father when he was 4 years old. So the idea of him bringing a disease home or a sickness home that could cause him to lose his grandmother. Do y'all, I tell people, do y'all not understand what I have to, I'm giving you a glimpse of what I have to deal with in my household. When you have a child that was, my daughter, you know, she, my daughter, she has a different father. Okay. My son was 4 years old, lost his father, barely remembers his father, but he understands through my grief. He's seen me cry and for 2 years be so affected. It's a lot for a child to take. So when I tell you that my son is paranoid about COVID, my son is paranoid because he understands. He'll tell people in a minute, I have a grandmother at home that's sick. Yeah, I wear a mask. You can look at me all day. My son don't care. He's fearless. He's like, I don't care. I'm not trying to get my grandmother sick and kill my grandmother. He felt bad enough her going to he felt bad that his mama was sick, that his sister was sick, and his grandmother went to the hospital. You know how psychologically it works on a 12-year-old? My son is a very sweet, kind, caring person. So the idea of losing his grandmother, he's already lost his dad. Like, that would totally mind fuck my son. So we do everything we can to try to protect ourselves in my household. I mean, we're overly paranoid about hands. I keep my house spotless clean because I'm dealing with somebody who's sick. So when you're in this situation, like the situation that I'm in with two younger children, do you think I want a partner that's not there? Logically. Do you think I need to be with somebody who's like, oh, I'm over here doing my thing and you over here doing... I can't have somebody that's over here doing their own damn thing. I cannot. The older I get, the more things happen that I realize that I need somebody as a support for each other, not just for each other, but you blessed to have a good man. Yes, April, I was blessed to have a good husband. I was blessed to have a good man, and you blessed to have a good man. I don't have that. I don't have that. I have a man. Is he here? No. When I was sick and I not only did I get sick with a cold, but I also got a UTI and a bladder infection because of all the coughing made me pee. Girl, I'm just keeping it real, okay? This is real. You're a CNA, you know. But anyway, all the coughing makes you pee. I got a new good friend though, April. I need all the friends I can get because down here in Texas, like sometimes I just feel like I'm just out on a fucking island by myself. Like I'm doing everything. I work. I work 10, 12 hours a day. I have two businesses I got to do. I'm doing early election shit tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday because I'm an elections official besides all this other stuff that I do because I'm crazy and I care about. I help. I go pass out water to unhoused people. Like I go work. I volunteer with animal shelters. Like My kids, we volunteer around this time of year during the holiday season, but before the pandemic. Now, when the pandemic hit, we couldn't volunteer, but we used to volunteer and pass out turkey dinners during at soup kitchens and all this other stuff. Like I've done, I feel like when it comes to karma, I've done a lot to put in work to help people. But again, when you have a somebody who supposedly loves you and supposedly wants to be your partner, the point is to get somebody who is there. Because again, how I see relationships, I feel my mortality every damn day. I looked at a situation that happened to my husband. I think about it every damn day. And been like, what if I was in a situation? What if I would have a stroke? Well, this is how my mind thinks. What if I have a heart attack? Is the man I'm with, is he gonna I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. What if my mom got to be put in hospital permanently? I was sick at home for 2 weeks. I had no groceries. I had no food. I couldn't leave the house. My kids are sick. I'm sick. My mom's in the hospital. Everybody's down for the count. I'm running out of bottled water. I'm running out of Theraflu. I had a UTI. I needed somebody to pick up some meds. And guess what I had to do? I had to bundle my kids up in my fucking car, sick and coughing, and drive my ass to Walmart to the drive-thru to go pick up meds. Why? Because I didn't have anybody to help me. All I had was text messages from my man saying, "Oh, how are you feeling? You okay?" So guess what I told him today? That's a no for me. It's not gonna work for me. My sister-in-law sent me food through Uber Eats. She came and took my son trick-or-treating because he was feeling better enough to go trick-or-treating. My sister-in-law called me every day and was like, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?" The much as she could do. She works a job. She don't have no kids though, but she was there. My other friend was calling me every day. "Girl, I'm just checking on you." I have you find people on YouTube saying prayers for me and my mother, saying, "I hope you get better, Kiki. I miss doing my YouTube channel." All of that. I had strangers show more care than the person that I'm with. And I don't care if he sees this fucking video. I hope he does. Hope you're watching. Because sending one text message a day saying, how do you feel? How do your kids feel? Is that what a partner does that you've been with for 5 years? Y'all tell me. Yeah, God put, you talking about God put people in your life for a reason. I don't know why this person is in my life though. You know, it's not saying, I'm not saying that I don't love this person, but I have to question it because I don't know what I'm loving. So the same thing with Kim and Usman. I'm like, girl, if you're watching this, Kim, just reevaluate your relationship. I don't know if they watch these videos or not. I'm sure they do. A reason or a season or a lifetime. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my season, this season is over, April. We're into a cold winter is coming. This season is over, April. It's season. I am not the same person I was 5 years ago. And I'll be honest with that. I'm 5 years ago, I was cool. 5 years ago, I was cool with all the shit that he didn't do and didn't. I just made excuses for it and I didn't really need it. But then as time goes on and my mom has gotten sicker and things have happened in my life and my mindset has changed in the past couple of years during the pandemic that I've lost 4 family members to COVID. My aunt died in June to another stroke and COVID. My dad died. My nephew was shot and killed in a drive-by at 17. My other aunt died in hospice care due to COVID. I've lost a lot of family members. Do you think I feel my mortality? I do. I feel my mortality. I feel like, well, shit. I really need someone there for me, not just physically. I don't need no one financially. I'm good. But I need somebody there for me emotionally. Like emotionally, I'm going, like somebody told me the other day, "Keisha, you've gone through a lot of shit. Have you talked to someone?" No, not really. You go through a lot of shit. A lot of things, tragic shit has happened to you. Are you talking to somebody? No. So I need to. Do you have a support system? Sorta. Kinda. And I realized That's what I deserve and what I need. And that's what everybody deserves and needs. So when it comes to these shows and these people in the relationships, I would like make sure that person is there for you because you don't know what's going to happen to you. You don't know if Kim be sick, she be stuck in America, she can't, there may be another flare up of the pandemic, they can't fly. Are you going to trust Usman enough that he's going to be faithful to you, that he's going to, he's not going to run off with the second wifey and just leave you behind? Like, you have to be thoroughly in the mindset that, okay, this person is going to be here for it. Okay. Okay, yeah, girl, we can talk more. We can talk more on the phone. If you on Twitter, if you go to the infamous Kiki, I'm on Twitter. Just one word, the infamous Kiki. You can send me a message. We can exchange phone numbers. I'll talk to you. Like I said, my life has been very interesting. I could write a book about the shit that where I came from and the things that I've been through. God knows it's a lot. But I just want people to just find somebody good for them. Oh, you on Instagram? Instagram. I'm on Instagram too. Okay, are you underneath your name on Instagram? Because I'll look you up. I'm on Instagram too. I'm underneath Falling Star Naturals Media. I know it's a long name, but it's my business. I don't have like a personal Instagram account. It's my business account, and I'm really on Instagram. But yeah, my Instagram for everybody who wants to know. It's Falling Star Naturals with an S, Media. One word. Falling Star Naturals Media. But anyway, I gotta go. Okay, you are April Pendleton. Okay, I will look you up, girl. But yeah, I gotta go because my mom keeps calling me, and she probably wondering where I at because I took off and I ain't tell nobody where. Well, I told my kids, but they would be like, "Where mom at?" They'd be like, "Hmm." Are you friends with G? I'm friends with Gio too. But anyway, I will look you up. Y'all have a good day. I'm out. And I'm going to try to watch this 90-day episode tonight. But I'm out, y'all. And I'll be back with my review of Killer Sally. Everybody have a good day. Have a good day, April. Bye.